Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and ready. Go Young Pyo on the mound. 8 games, 46 innings, 3-2 on the season, 4.89 ERA, a side armor submariner. First pitch to Peraza's in there for a strike, and we are underway. So, change up most of the time, 117, and then a 2-seam 134, curveball 114, a 4-seam 132, and occasionally another pitch, as that one is a ball. Had to wait for the green dot. So, last 2 games, he has not faced Hanwha yet this season. Last year did not pitch well against Hanwha, only pitched in 1 game, a 4.35 ERA, I believe. Peraza fouls that one off and away. The year before that, 3 games, he was 2-0 with a very low ERA. So Peraza 297 on this season at this point. Yesterday, on base twice, early single, a walk, and then pop fly, a strikeout and a groundouts. Was that yesterday? No, that was the day before. Yesterday, yes, that was yesterday. As he fouls that one off, and it'll stay 1-2. Hanwha riding that 4-game winning streak so far, as that's low, 2-2. They have fared well against, apparently the KBO app doesn't want to play this game. They have nothing up there. So they usually don't, they usually do well against sidearm pitchers. But the thing with the sidearm pitchers is that they usually struggle with command. With that said, Go Young Pyo is not somebody who struggles with command as much. He only has 10 walks on the season. Again, he hasn't pitched that much as he just came back from injury, but does not walk that many. And that is really where Hanwha has excelled, so to speak, against these side armors and submariners, because they struggle with command. Hanwha ends up walking 7, 8, 9, 10 times a game. Probably not going to happen today. As Peraza lifts that one into left and up against the fence as Peraza strolls into second. Again, I talked about this yesterday. I can't tell if it's fair or not. They're saying it's foul. As they will replay video replay. Again, it's impossible to see for anybody that is not in the exciting zone, the zone that they built on that's stuck way out. It's impossible for anybody to see where the ball actually lands. Unless you are on the field, it's impossible. And it is foul. Again, absolutely awful designs on this stadium. They wanted to get, a couple thousand more bucks a season by darting out that exciting zone that, put in an extra 100 seats on each side. And basically it's made it so that unless you are in those seats, you literally cannot see. Doesn't matter if you're standing or not, you cannot see down the side, down the foul. So already Hanwha loses one of their challenges as they replayed that, and it was foul off the wall just to the foul side of the foul line on the wall. And that one is not going to be foul, and that one is not going to be catchable. Goodbye. Should have let him keep his double, ladies and gentlemen. should have left him keep his foul ball, or his double. He makes him pay with a solo shot to lead off the game, and Hanwha is quickly up 1-0. Kim Min-won now stepping in. He is batting in the 2-hole once again, as he will play about the first 6 or 7 innings, and then from there he will head to the bench for a defensive replacement. That one just hung, and then there was a little doubt that that was gone, as Kim Min-won fouls that one away and makes it 0-2. Yes, that is technically correct. Infinite runs all day. Unfortunately, that also means that the game will never end. All right, Kim Min-won, the 0-2 pitch, fouls. That's one out of play. Apparently, the influencers, or the people that throw out the first pitch, get to sit behind home plate. And that's just at the top of the zone, and that'll be a strikeout looking. Unfortunately for everybody in attendance, the air guitar is no longer there today. I have to change. I had to make a slight little change. I think I need to make it on this main one also. Is Kim Tae-yeon steps in, batting in the 3-hole, looks at strike one. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see all that stuff in there. I can, and that's what's important. Alright, so the 0-2 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon as he fouled the 0-1 pitch off. And that just misses 1-2. Probably gotta fix this. No, I did it. And 2-2. Already 18 pitches for Go Young-pyo. Kim Tae-yeon definitely having his best season at the plate as he goes down, but fouls that one off, and the ball boy gets a little action. So apparently that's not just the exciting zone, that's also the bullpens down there in the corners that causes that big jarting out. You can see it. I'm gonna actually do something so that you guys can see what I'm talking about as he swings and misses. All right, so if you look here at where the on your screen where that where the lineup is for KT, if I erase the lineup, you can see how that way back by the foul pole that darts out. They have the bullpen down there, and then they added that exciting zone. And what that did is that take away all that foul territory, put in all those extra seats. But what it also did was it made it so that you cannot see down the foul lines where all the cameras are. So all the cameras that are positioned, basically they're positioned kind of, if you take a line from second to first and just go up into the outfield, or from second to third and go straight up into the stands, that's usually where the cameras are, right about that spot, and it makes it impossible for the camera that's following the ball to be able to actually follow the action, and makes it so that you can't see anything. You have to wait for them to say something as that pitch bounces into the dirt, bounces up, hits the umpire in the chest, and he says, "You don't get to throw a ball back. I will throw the ball back." So hopefully that explains what I keep talking about. So it's like that on both sides. You can see down at the very bottom under the pitcher Yuan-jin, you can see it where it starts to jart out on the Hanwha side or the third base side as No Shiwan chops that one to the shortstop, grabs it, throws, and 3 away. But not before Peraza makes him pay for not giving him a double. Decides to hit it over the wall instead of just against the wall. And Hanwha takes another 1-0 lead in the top of the first. KT Wiz have changed their lineup around a little bit. They changed to their arrogant a-hole catcher who struck out yesterday and decided to bump into Che Jae-hoon like he's never been around another person before. He, along with Wang Jae-gyun, include themselves with the group of players with highly inflated egos and loves for themselves. So he's in the 3-hole today. If he was playing in the U.S., he would promptly be wearing his brand new baseball stitching tattoo. But we're not in the MLB, we're in the KBO because Ryu Hyun-jin is on the mound. 19 games, 110 innings, 5-6, 368 ERA, 648 OPS against, and a 128 whip. The big thing for him is can they score? They scored 1. Can they score 3? That is the magic number for Ryu Hyun-jin. Can they score more than 3 runs while he is on the mound? So his last at bat or last outing, he gave up 2 runs, no decision. Gave up 4 runs, loss. 3 runs, no decision. 2 runs, no loss, and 5 runs and no decision. Basically, again, if they can't score more than 3, if he gives up a run or 2, chances are Hanwha is going to take a loss. Or he's going to not factor into the decision is a better explanation there. They just can't score when he's on the mound. As Rojas, first pitch swinging, and that's lifted into outfield, and quickly 1 pitch, 1 hits. Very similar to yesterday. Rojas started off with a single and then went 0 for 3 after that. Hopefully today he starts off with a single and goes 0 for 3. Hanwha started off yesterday with 1 run in the first. And they started off today with 1 run in the first. So Kang Bae-ko, first pitch swinging, lifts that one to left. And at the wall, Kim In-won jumps, makes the catch. What a catch by the first baseman turned third baseman turned left fielder as he tracked that at the wall. Didn't look pretty, but it's an out nonetheless. Tracking it. Again, it's off of a lefty, which means it's tailing away. It makes a jump. The jump right in the webbing. And that's going to bring up Mr. Ego himself as he looks at strike 1. See if he bumps into Che Jae-hoon when he strikes out this time. 268 on the season. He's 6 for 11 against Ryu Hyun-jin. And that's going to be lifted into left. And once again, they've got runners on base, first and second. Ryu Hyun-jin gives up about 7 or 8 hits per start. It's whether or not they can string them together. And it's not looking good for today. That's going to bring up OJ Ill. OJ Ill, the 2-run shot yesterday, also had a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. Interesting to have him start today. He does hit better against lefties, though, as Che Jae-hoon needs to fix his pitch comm setup. So I am glad to see a lot of the Hanwha players using it. It's something that they need to get used to. I would love to see the difference in speed as that one misses out. I would love to see games before they started using pitch clock to games after they started using pitch clock, and how and what the difference in the time is. I would love to see. Whoa, just missed low, 2-0. I would love to see how much faster the games are getting with the pitch comm. I'm sure there'll be some data thrown up at the end of this month, as that's misses 3-0. JJ Hoon just looks so tiny. OJ Ill is not a small guy. OJ Ill, 187. The umpire is actually taller than both of them. I don't know if he's standing on a milk crate back there, but he is a massive, massive umpire. As that one's in there for a strike. The umpire is taller than OJ Ill, and again, OJ Ill is wearing, obviously wearing cleats and a big giant helmet versus the umpire who just has his little hat. And that's going to be a shot into center, a little bloop, and Kim In-won will field it, but that will score a run, and the game is tied. As they have rolled 3 singles here in the first inning. And for the second straight game, OJ Ill has a RBI in the first inning. I have to see. I couldn't see if Kang Bae-ko or Jang Song-woo went first to third. I can't imagine the catcher did. Yeah, first and second. He hurt his hand on that swing. He is grimacing and clenching his hand and back and forth into a fist. Che Jae-hoon with a little waddle back behind the plate as he keeps his glove in between his legs. All right, Kim Sang-soo, 262 on the season. Last 3 games, he is hitless. And that one misses low. So they've rolled off 3 hits, 3 singles, and a flyout. But the thing is he's only thrown 10 pitches still. And that's going to be another single, but that's going to leave the bases loaded, as there's no way they're sending him home. And that is 4 hits, 3 straight hits. And the flyout was a flyout to the wall. They have Ryun Jin pretty much figured out today. See if he gets out of this inning, if he can make some adjustments, because anything he's throwing is getting hits. So that was a fastball that was hit. The pitch before that was a cutter that was hit. The pitch before that was a changeup that was hit. The pitch before that was a fastball that was hit. And the pitch before that was a fastball that was hit. So they're hitting every single type of pitch. Fastballs, cutters, changeup, as he swings and fouls that one off. Kim Min-hyuk, career with the bases loaded, 368. In his career against left-handed hitters, 303, but this year he's hitting 355. And he's got the bases loaded with only one out, and that's fouled, making it 0-2. Ryun-jin with some, looks like some water festival cleats there. Oh, it does look like Ryun-jin is calling his pitches. Again, I talk about this. It'd be interesting to see who's calling the pitches. Is the umpire, or who's going to call them each game? Is that one misses real wide, 1-2? Is the starter going to be calling pitches? Is the catcher going to be calling pitches? Is there going to be a relay from the dugout to the catcher, like college style? All right, the 1-2 pitch, and that misses way upstairs. He drops it, but still 2-2. Big inning here. Peraza leads off the game with a 3-2 pitch up against the wall. Video replay shows that it was foul. Then he decides to deposit one over the right center fence. Now they've got the bases loaded. Fouls that one away. Pitch number 18 coming up, or sorry, pitch number 17 of the first inning coming up for Ryun-jin, as he is in trouble quick, as they've got 4 singles already against him. Rojas, first pitch swinging, single. Kang Dae-ko, first pitch swinging, all the way up against the wall as Kim Min-won had to make a jumping catch at the wall to keep that from not being hit also. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, as that is the best possible situation that they could have had. And they strand 2 as they hit into a double play to end the inning. Massive double play there. Leaving 2 runners on. Thanks, Kim Min-hyuk. Nice 6-4-3 double play to get out of the bases loaded jam. What did he get? What did he hit that off of? Fastball. So Ryun-jin does give up 1 run, but the alternative was much worse than that. So got to be happy with just the one. Threw 17 pitches in that inning. Again, KT Go-young-pyo only gave up 1 run and 1 hit, but 24 pitches there. Yes, he did get 2 strikeouts, but that first at-bat to Peraza was a lovely 6-pitch at-bats. Sorry, 9-pitch at-bats. So we will see how much pitch counts come into play. Hanwha's bullpen, all 4 of their big guys all pitched yesterday, as Barrio wasn't able to go. Or sorry, Iminu did not pitch yesterday, so Iminu will be well rested. But other than that, Chu Yeon-sung, Han Sung-hyuk, and Park Sang-won all pitched yesterday. But Chae Yeon-sung will lead things off for Hanwha in the second inning here. And first pitch, strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So Jae Sung yesterday had a double, also grounded into a 6-3 ground out with an RBI. So 1 for 4 on the day yesterday, 248 on the season, and that's going to be a 6-4 put out. Sorry, 6-3. I don't know why I said 6-4. I was still thinking about that amazing 6-4-3 double play from the end of the first inning. That's all I can think about. Every shortstop loves a good 6-4-3. Every mathematician knows that 6 plus 4 plus 3 equals 2. All right, An Ji-hong stepping in now. Just looks at a ball on the outside. An Ji-hong did have an intentional walk yesterday, averaged down to 300 as he went over 3. 3 ground outs, as that's up there for a strike in the top of the zone. An Ji-hong, again, very streaky hitter. Has been hitting very well the last few weeks since the All-Star break, as he chops that one 5-3. And he continues his ground balls. Seems to be really topping it a lot. I don't know, something in his swing. Look at his last game. The 3 ground outs. So before that, he had another 2 ground outs. Had a single, which probably was a ground ball through the hole. That's all right. The shortstop has been playing well the last couple games. Looks at strike 1. Still don't like him. 267 on the season. Yesterday was 2 for 3. Fouls. That's one off. And 0-2. And upstairs, 1-2. And almost hits him, but doesn't. And 2-2. Gotta love when they show people eating the lovely just mukbang. And that's lifted into the corner and bounces over Rojas's head. But he will stroll into second base with a double and at 2 outs. That's bounced up against the wall and then bounced over Rojas's head as he took a good route to the ball, but it hit hard off of the wall. A little overrun. All right, the brick wall himself, Choi Jae-hoon, is stepping in. And looks at ball 1. Did play yesterday, did not get any at-bats though. 270 on the season, does have 1 home run in the ping pong table of Cheongju. And just catches the outside, 1-1. And a swing and a miss there. Last, did I read that right? Last RBI? Wow, last RBI was a month ago. As that's misses inside. Thought it hit him for a second. He thought he was gonna get hit. But his last RBI was against Lotte in June, as he looks at ball 3 low, and once again he runs the count full, 3-2. Not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, not afraid to let the ball get deep in to make sure what he's swinging at is a strike. That's why they had him way up at the top of the lineup a couple years ago. It's the 3-2 pitch. And fouls that one away. OJO gives chase. And he catches it at the fence. Or the netting, I guess, would be a better choice of words. Great catch by the first baseman. Unfortunate for JJ Hoon, and we will go to the bottom of the second. Hanwha tied up. Ooh, as he empties some beers and some other beverages that were setting him on the railing. They actually tell you not to put stuff there, and that is why. But it did actually look like the ball was touching the netting, which would mean it wasn't a catch. So, missed opportunity for a replay there. And Hanwha strands their first runner. All right, Hyunjin had a little bit of chance to rest and get his breath back after a long first inning. Only 17 pitches in that first inning, but 4 hits, and was helped out by the defense with a jumping catch at the wall by Kim In-won, and then the 4-6-3 double play to get out of the bases loaded 1-out situation. So Bae Jung-dae will lead things off, the center fielder for KT, when we come back, if we ever come back, if they ever do anything on time. Maybe. All right. Actually, back on time this time. So, Bae Jung-dae yesterday had a double, but was 1 for 4. He's 2 for 8 against Hyunjin, and looks at ball 1. So 277 on the season. Yesterday had the double that got stuck at the top of the wall. That's scored 2 runs. And a swing and a miss as he goes down to 1 knee. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Hyunjin looking for his first strikeout, but we'll have to wait as Bae Jung-dae calls time. We'll try this again. And that's going to be a single right back up the middle. And another hit and another leadoff runner for KT. Right over the second base bag. What is... Gotta put on the oven mitts. And fakes the bunts, pulls it back. Because once again, KT's manager is a moron and does not understand that bunting with a runner on first and no outs lowers your chance of scoring at all. Not just multiple runs like runners on first and second, but runners on first bunting him over makes your team shitty. As that misses upstairs, 2-0. All right, the 2-0 pitch, and that's lifted into the air. Kim In-wan running in, shortstop out, makes the catch. For you talking about recently? You talking about earlier this week, Nick? That was a like a assistant hitting coach for LG. I believe that was, yeah, I believe that's who it was. Shimujin yesterday finished his so yesterday or today he was brought back up, and hopefully he'll, well, I don't want to say hopefully, not yet. See if he helps out KT, as that's in there for a strike. 1-1 was. And that's in there for a strike. So yesterday, he was, I guess, released from his military duty, maybe, or something like that. Yesterday, he has played a little bit in the second league, it looks like. But yeah, so making it was added back to the roster today, and fouls that one away. Yeah, it looks like 2023 was with Sangmu, which is the military team. And that's going to be another single up the middle. And we are very, very similar to the first inning, as single, a fly ball to left, a single, and in this inning, a single pop out to left, which was taken by the shortstop, and a single. Not a good start for Yuhan Jin. Yeah, Nick, they have very strange names that don't necessarily translate well, in the types of coaches they have is a little strange to me. But it was the Bozo Tagyok coach, which is I believe, oh god. All right, okay, good. He just missed that as he flies out to left. He knew he just missed it too, because he gave a grimace of pain. As 2 outs there. He's seen 2 pitches, and he's got a single and 1 fly out. Kong Bae-ko will now step in. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to left. Did not have a good day yesterday. Did finally get a double yesterday, but other than that, he's 0 for 3. Late double that they did not send the pinch runner. And that's in there for a strike. All right, first and seconds, 2 outs for the number 2 hitter. And looks it's a ball one low, 1-1. And that's going to be a line shot to the second baseman. And once again, leaves 2 runners on, as they've left 4 on through 2 innings, but it's tied 1-1, and we'll go to the 3rd inning, ladies and gentlemen. They should spend some more time in the hitting cages and the batting cages instead of spending all their money on water festival. Like Hanhwa just says they're going to have a water festival and then doesn't have one so that everybody gets excited for it. And then they decide to finally start winning by canceling the water festival. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it was decided. Maybe. Alright, we should be coming back. Nick, when are you guys headed up to Seoul? You guys going early or going up Saturday morning? Welcome, Chris. All right, John Jin Hyuk looks, it's ball one on the inside. 228 on the season for John Jin Hyuk, and gets around on that, but it's a strike and makes it 2-1. Apparently there was a pitch before. And that's going to be a line shot just past the glove of the jumping shortstop, and Hanhwa has another runner on. Lined right back up the middle. I hope so, Chris. A little 5-game winning streak. I would say over the weekend they had a 4.7, or maybe that was before the LG game, 4.7% chance of making the playoffs. I think they might be up to a 10% now. Peraza steps in. He looks at strike one. Peraza with a solo shot to lead the game off for Hanhwa. Average is bumped up to 299 now. Peraza does love hitting against these sidearmers and submariners, hitting a measly 462 against them, as that's in there for a strike. So, in 27 at-bats, he has 4 home runs against the submariners and sidearmers. Needless to say that the fact that the ball is traveling up, Peraza just aids it in its return up a little bit higher as John Jin Hyuk slides back. John Jin Hyuk leads the team in stolen bases with 9. Peraza is second. it's very surprising, mainly because Hanwha is so young, but they cannot steal bases very well. As that will be a strikeout. His third strikeout of the day for the KT pitchers. That just drops out. And almost goes down to one knee, but he does have a very, very, very strong tendency to chase those pitches falling out of the zone. That's going to bring up Kim In-won. Struck out looking in his first at-bats, and Jun Jin-hyuk goes and is out because he came off the bag. But no, I guess he barely stayed on. It really looked like he came off, and the shortstop actually kept the tag on. But apparently he didn't come off. Ooh. Overslid the bag, but was able to keep just the the tip of the sliding mitts on the bag. That is a stolen base for him, and that's ball 2 to Kim In-won. Kim In-won still has one of my favorite cheer songs. It doesn't get enough credit. Alright, the 2-0 pitch to Kim In-won. And just catches the inside corner. 2-1. He throws that changeup a lot, which kind of breaks back down into the strike zone. Looked like it's gonna be way inside, and then it breaks back over as Kim In-won will roll that into center field. Jun Jin-hyuk will round third, and he is going to come home, and Hanwha takes the lead back 2-1 on the Kim In-won one-out single. And the stolen base turns out to be huge. Almost as big as the sliding glove that held his hand onto the plate, onto the bag. All right. Next up is Kim Tae-eun. And he sends that one right back up the middle, and Hanwha has 3 hits this inning. And runners on first and second. Both of these teams just ripping the ball right back up the middle. I mean, KT and Hanwha both just ripping pitches right back where the pitcher just was. Oh, runners on the first and second for Hanwha. No Shiwon now steps in with a chance for some more runs. Hanwha needs as many as they can get because KT is also hitting the ball well. And wow, really just catches the very, very top corner of that strike zone. Most in his career, home runs wise, is 14 against KT. Runners on first and second, he's hitting 265. But against these sidearmers and underarmers, as he swings and misses a pitch that never even got up to the strike zone. 288 on the season against them, with 2 home runs and 42 at bats. Is again not been hitting well. Occasionally he'll get a single or a double, but he hasn't had a good string of games lately as he swings at a pitch that once again never gets near the strike zone, and that'll be 2 away. Changeup just drops. right, Chaein Sung now steps in. 2 outs, runners on first and second. He's got to bring one of them home. Chaein Sung is the man to do it, as he's got a 385 batting average against Go Young Pyo, but swings and misses as that changeup that drops out of the zone once again. Career against Go Young Pyo, 385. Career against sidearmers, 338. Well, hello, Miss Turkey. Welcome, welcome. And the 0-1 lifted up into the air, making it 0-2. Where's your sign, Miss Turkey? Where's your sign? I don't know what happened to your sign. There we are. Alrighty. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Chaein Sung. Sets up on the outside, and that's fouled straight back. I'll show you in just a second. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Chaein Sung, way outside. 1-2. So this uniform is a Hanwha uniform, but it is also a Ryuhanjin uniform. The Ryuhanjin, maybe this side, Korean monster uniform, and ball 2. 2-2. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know what you can see behind me. Also have the Ryuhanjin Korean monster plushie back there, added to the collection a few weeks ago. And lift it up. That's going to be coming in. Wang Jae-gyun drops the ball. That's why you run it out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Wang Jae-gyun. And Hanwha takes the 3-1 lead on the pop-up on the infield that the arrogant third baseman drops. What a beautiful, beautiful display. Well done, sir. Try to fight another guy, why don't you? Right off the heel of the glove, rolls on the ground, he misses it, and then takes his eyes off the ball, looking in the dugouts, wanting to go sit down, probably really wants to go sit down now, and that's gonna bring up An Ji-hong. Well done, Wang Jae-gyun. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to An Ji-hong, who gets a free at-bat here with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. One of his favorite things in the world. As that's misses 1-1. Again, KT and actually the last 3 games, not that Hanwha hasn't played better, but it really just looks like these teams are shipping it in as An Chi-hong is going to lift that one into the gap, and it's going to one hop off of the wall. And Kim Tae-yeon is in. Cheon Song is going to be coming home also. And you gave Mr. Two Outs an opportunity to burn you as he gets 2 more RBIs added to the Hanwha third inning, courtesy of Mr. Arrogance himself. Well done. Well done. Well done. Keep having these mental lapses, boys. Samsung had them. LG had them. KT's has them now. As long as Hanwha can avoid playing like they're on a little league team. All right, here comes the shortstop, number 16, doubled in his last at-bat, which was last inning, as Hanwha is almost batted around. Had a chance to, as that's going to be a diving catch by the second baseman, gets to his feet and throws him out. A normal shortstop is over to second base now and makes a run-saving catch. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Wang Jae-gyun. As Hanwha puts up some more runs. Thank you. Wow. Welcome. Thank you for that air. That is a 3-run air. Well done, Wang Jae-gyun. Not only that, that's an extra large amount of pitches, as he's now got 65 pitches. So not only does he have the air, he throws another 4 pitches where he was almost out of the inning, but ended up with the air to give them some more time. Now, the big thing here is Ryunjin has a big lead, 5 runs. That's the most that they've scored in a long time for him. But he has not pitched well so far, as you can tell by the KT and Hanwha scoreboard there that they've got 6 hits themselves. So they both have 6 hits. The obvious difference is the error there that caused an extra 3 runs to score. So instead of a 2-1 game, you've got yourself a 5-1 game. So Ryunjin has been sitting for a little bit. Hopefully he comes out and is able to get on track. Might be the exact thing that he needs. Is, again, he has not pitched well so far today. Maybe the long break will actually, which would normally hurt a batter or a pitcher, will help him. As you can see, he has no strikeouts on the day, and looks it's ball 1 to Wang Jae-gyun's partner in the Eagle balloon, Jang Sung-woo. And that's ball 2. Jang Sung-woo singled in his first at-bats, but was stranded over at third. And lifts that one up. Kim Tae-yeon over under it's 1 away. That's the first time that Ryunjin has been able to retire the leadoff batter. So OJ Hill will step in now. He had the 2 RBI or 2-run homer in yesterday's game in the first. As the RBI single in the first inning here for KT, and he's 1 for 1 on the day. Fouls the first pitch he sees off, and yeah, the 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. That error could just absolutely demoralize KT, as it should. And the 0-2 way upstairs, 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch to OJ Hill, and outside 2-2. Pitch number 40 there for Yuan Jin. 17 in the first inning, 16 in the second inning, hoping for the continued downward slope of pitches. And fouls, that's one backing out of play down the third base line, and another 2-2 pitch coming up. KT, bases loaded in the first inning with 1 out. Grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. Then the second inning, they've got runners on first and seconds with 1 out. Oh, what a masterful curveball. Oh, my Lord, that's going to be all over the interwebs. Good Lord, was that nasty. Oh my Lord. That should be 2 outs. That was so disgusting. Oh my Lord. That is definitely going to be on the interwebs. Wow. All right, Kim Sang-soo singled in his last at-bats. 1 for 1 on the day. Great display on the last inning to make the diving play and throw. Quickly 0-2 though. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, fouls it into the glove, but not able to hold on to it. And the 0-2 outside. And low there, 2-2. Pitch number 15 of this inning coming up here. Again, 17 pitches, 16 pitches. Maybe the 15th pitch of the inning to get out of it. And nope, that won't do it as he runs the count full. First full count that Ryun Jin has had to face. As he goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Shakes him off. He's no longer using the pitch comp. as he fouls that one back and out of play. Very, very interesting. Earlier in the game, he was using the pitch comm, but now he's shaking Che Jae-hoon off. So went from pitch comm to no pitch comm. As he lifts that one up. And whoa, my. As Hanwha tried their best to do the Wang Jae-gyun, No Shiwan couldn't see it in the air. But the shortstop was behind him and dives to catch it. And Hanwha almost Wang Jae-gyun'd that inning. But they didn't. As he gets the pop fly to the shortstop. And the very first 1-2-3 inning for Ri Hyun-jin. Oh my lord. What an inning. Infield pop-up that's dropped, allows a run to score, then 2 outs, post-air double scores 2 more. Then there, a 2-out pop fly, almost not caught because he lost it, looks like maybe in the light or the sun or something. He's not wearing sunglasses. I mean, the certain spots, I don't know where all the lights are with all the different stadiums, but yeah. It was obvious he couldn't see it. But the shortstop backing him up was able to make the catch, and Hanwha is now going to go to the top of the 4th. They're up 5-1. They'll have who do they have? They'll have the brick wall himself, Che Jae-hoon, leading things off. All right, Che Jae-hoon leads things off. Like I said, looks at strike 1. All right, Che Jae-hoon fouls that one down the third base line. 1-2. And that hit him. Just like usual. As he once again gets hits, and he'll be the leadoff runner for Hanwha. Second straight inning with a leadoff runner. Little drop of the elbow. Might have stuck his elbow in the way of that's hit by a pitch. But be all right. Shouldn't pitch that close to him. You know he's going to stand in there and get hit. Oh, Jang Jin-hyuk now lead things, or steps into the batter's box. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single, a stolen base, a big stolen base that allowed him to score on Kim In-hwan's single. And looks at ball 1. Alright, the 1-0 pitch to Jang Jin-hyuk. And outside, 2-0. And That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop, what a play. What a play by the shortstop again to grab that deep in the hole, spin, and throw to second base, knowing that Che Jae-hoon does not move well. All right, Peraza struck out in his last at-bats, last inning, but solo shot in the first, and that's going to be ripped right into right field. And John Jin Hyuk will stroll over to second as he's got his second hit of the day. And continues his thrashing of submariners and sidearmers. Might be hitting 500 against them this season. All right, Kim In-won now steps in. He singled an RBI last inning. Struck out looking at his first. And the first and second, 1 out. Hanwha with another chance to put some runs on as that misses 1-0. Average up to 286 now on the season. Hanwha really has been winning since he came up. And that's misses there. 2-0. Since he's been inserted into the starting lineup, Hanwha really has taken off as far as scoring some runs. And that's what happens when you put your guys with high OPS up at the top of the lineup instead of just the guys that are fast. So in his career against Go Young-kyo, 357, does have a home run, 5 hits, counting his single and an RBI today. But the 3-0 pitch should have been swinging at that because that would have been deposited into the stands. But 3-1. And that's just in there. 3-2. Another full count. Third full count of the day for Go Young-kyo. And a swing just gets a piece of that way on the inside corner. Whoa. All right, so the 3-2 pitch once again, and that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman, a diving stop. Gets up, throws to first, and another ridiculous play by the second baseman. Moves the runners over, but there'll be 2 outs now. Diving stop, running catch with a throw back against. All right, well, that's going to bring up Kim Tae-yeon. He singled in his last at-bats. 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a strikeout. Go Young-kyo now sitting at 80 pitches. Man, this is way outside. Yeah, I got 1 from every player, or 1 from every team. I did not purchase the new ones, the plastic ones. All right, the 1-0 pitch, that's way up high, 2-0. Yeah, the hardest one to get was the LG one was pretty hard to get, and the Hanhwa, I believe the Hanhwa was the last one I got. And that's lifted up into the air, center fielder over, and Hanwha strands another 2 runners. That's 4 on the day now on the fly ball, and that's will be it for the 4th. Wow, we're only in the 4th inning. Only in the 4th inning. I was thinking that was the 5th because he was already at 80 pitches. But 83 pitches now, so he's gonna probably only gonna be able to go 5 innings, which is good for Hanwha because they'll get into that KT bullpen. KT bullpen, mere 5.22 ERA, the 2nd worst in the league behind KBO, who's dead last in the league. Elsewhere around the league, SSG is down 5-3 against Lotte. KBO down 1-0 against NC as NC has Hart on the mound. Most likely the Korean Cy Young Award winner. Doosan up 5-2 against Kia, but they're threatening to put on more as they've got the bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. And then LG 4-1 against Samsung. Is that Doosan Kia game still in the top of the 3rd? They are moving slow. There we go. All right, Kim Min-hyuk will lead things off for KT as the first pitch is a beautiful curveball in there for a strike. First inning, that big, huge double play, 6-4-3 to end the bases loaded jam in the first inning. And now 0-2 quickly. And that one is upstairs. 1-2. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. Not going to be able to get him. Diving stop by the shortstop, but way too slow to get back up. And they once again have the leadoff runner on with a single back up the middle. Good play to stop the ball from going into the outfield. But the left fielder moves a little bit too quick to turn that slow-moving ground ball into an out. Even if he didn't have to slide or dive at that, I don't think he is going to be able to throw him out. Bae Jung-dae singled in his only at-bat of the day. As swing and a miss there. 0-1. Singled back in the 2nd inning to lead off the 2nd inning, but was stranded as they were not able to bring him home. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss, so much that he loses his helmet as he goes into the swing and a miss into the left fielder or left-handed batter's box. He's trying to tie the game up on one swing, down 4 with runner on, and trying to hit a grand slam. He is 3 for 9 on the season against Yuhanjin, 333, and that misses low, 1-2. So 2 changeups. He swung out of his shoes, throws another changeup. Would love to see a curveball here. Throw the curveball. Backdoor curve for the strike on the outside corner. Nope, goes with another changeup. He is throwing changeup, 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 changeup. 4 changeups. Not throwing. I don't get this. Why not just use your pitch calm? Like you're calling your pitches. You're shaking them off a lot. You just call your own pitches in. There's the curve that I was asking for. Could have saved yourself 2 pitches, sir. Could have saved yourself 2 pitches. And that's misses outside. 1-0. Hanwha basically cannot. They don't have any Korean pitchers that can get 10 wins. Is what that stat said. All right, Wang Jae-gyun, currently Hanwha's best player. Looks at strike 1 there. Wang Jae-gyun with 3 RBIs for Hanwha today. Hitting .250 on the season. Currently 0 for 1 with a pop-up to short in his first at-bats. And that's going to be lifted way, 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 way back. And he gets 2 of the runs that he gave up on the air back. As once again, KT hits another 2-run shot. That's a little scary, as they've now given up. Hyunjin's now given up multiple hits in every inning except last inning. That he got a ton of rest, as that one is outside. And now at this point, the difference in the game is Wang Jae-gyun's air. The 1-0 pitch just catches the outside, 1-2. And fouled down the first base side into the stands, and it's 1-2. Shimujun singled in his 1 at-bat on the day. Again, just came back up today. There's the wife. First counter of the... And that misses upstairs, 2-2. And fouls that one into the umpire, and mommy and daddy are there. Mama, daddy, wife, and daughter. Dad doesn't get a fan, though. The ladies get fans. Papa doesn't get no fan. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper back to the pitcher. Spins, throws. And who says pitchers aren't athletes? Like a cat off the mound. All right, so that's going to flip the lineup back over. Rojas, 1 for 2 on the day. Single in his first at-bats. Flew out to left in his second, and looks like strike one at the very top of the zone, 0-1. And that misses outside, 1-1. All right, pitch number 71 or 21 of this inning, as that's outside, 2-1. Oh, looks like both pitchers are gonna struggle to get through the 6th inning at this point. Rojas with some Bruce Bolts. Some I don't know which brand, or I know they're Bruce Bolts, but I don't know which ones those are. Look kind of like a black and white leopard. And that is fouled straight back right off of Che Jae-hoon's right shoulder pad and runs the count full. Well, the second full count, second straight inning that's Ryun Jin's had a full count against him. And he's way out in front of that. Ball boy misses that, and Kim In-won says, "I'll help you field your positions, young buck." Runs over, grabs it, and tosses it back to the third base ball boy. Wang Jae-gyun with his second home run against Ryun Jin on this season. And the 3-2 right at An Ji-hong, and that is going to be an error. As he just waited on it, and waited on it, and then it ate him alive. All right, here comes pitch number 76, also 26 of this inning, as his pitch count is going up, up, up. And Kang Baek-ho will step in. Kang Baek-ho, definitely someone who can tie this game up on one pitch. And he buckles them with a beautiful, beautiful curveball. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Kang Baek-ho, 0 for 2 on the day, and misses 1-1. Making sure that he keeps himself honest on that curveball as he throws one in there for a strike and then runs one off of the plates. All right, the 1-1 pitch, fastball, tries to get it past him, and he lifts that one, but foul. And as it bounces out of the stadium, a little bit more fair, and it's a 5-5 game. That was crush. I would love to see the stats on that. As that one hopped out of the stadium. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to, and that's going to be a grounder that Cheon Song dives and catches. And once again, the Hanwha defense doing what it needs to do in important situations. And Hanwha will go to the 5th inning. They're up 5-3 after the 2-run homer, sorry. And that pitch just before that could have tied it up very, very easily. But Hanwha still in this 5-3 beautiful game. No Shiwan will lead things off for Hanwha. Rough inning pitch-wise there, as he's now 29 pitches that inning, 79 on the day. KT leaves their 5th base runner on. That was courtesy of the air. But Yujun Jin has to throw 4 extra pitches after that air on Chi-hong. All right, so we should be coming back here. So Go Young-pyo is not doing well with his pitch count either. 83 pitches for him, and his team doesn't have a lead. Having a lead always makes pitching a little bit easier. All right, No Shiwan leading things off, and looks at ball 1 way inside. Go Young-pyo. No Shiwan 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in his last at-bat, and then also has a 6-3 ground out in his first at-bats, and swings and misses through that change-up, 1-1. Go Young-pyo throws his changeup more than any other pitch, averages 117 on it. Doesn't seem like much, but it's such a different pitch. That's his fastball that goes way outside, 2-1. Figure I'll say it's now. Hanwha does have 1 walk, but it was on a hit by pitch. So no ball 4s as No Shiwan decides, hey, I can also do that, and deposited his own shot into left field. And No Shiwan decides, you can't be the only third baseman hitting home runs. And Cheon Song steps in now after the No Shiwan solo shots, and looks at a strike. And grounds that one into the hole. Shortstop grabs it, throws it off of his foot, and goes wide. Not able to get him out at first as Chan Sung shows the blazing speed as the throw was low. Difficult play. OJ Hill, if he scoops that, that's an out. Difficult play. But OJ Hill tries to scoop it early, and they'll give him an infield hits, obviously, but definitely could have been an out with a good scoop over there at first base. So Hanwha's got a solo shot and a single, and now An Chi-hong, who is the man that made them pay for that error back in the third inning, and he bunts it off of his own foot. And now he's down on the ground. He bunted it into his own foot. Oh, off of his shin guard into his foot. So it did go off of his shin guard, off the top of his ankle, it looks like, that's where he's grabbing. Simple thing that we can learn from that is stop bunting. I'm telling you, the baseball gods hate bunting, and they're gonna make you pay every time you do it. So it is 0-1 now after that failed bunt. And that's what he does, is he singles into right field, and that's what happens when you don't bunt, ladies and gentlemen. You swing the bat and stop the stupid games. As Hanwha now has first and second with nobody outs, and that'll bring up the shortstop. You got the oldest player on your team, or one of the oldest players on the team, with an infield single, and then you got another oldest player who's not fast, trying to put down a bunt. Everything going Hanwha's way in the blue uniforms, and the biggest takeaway that I can have for this is yep, here comes the bunts. So this bunt isn't an awful thing, because it puts them up for basically keeping them from, losing on a grand slam. You have the bottom of the order. The guy can't stand, but this is the thing I hate, is these stupid fake bunt, pull the ball back. If you're gonna swing, swing. If you're gonna bunt, bunt. The stupid fake bunts, stupid, like trying to play kids games, trying to trick them out and fake them out, is just dumb. Baseball is a game of timing. When your timing is right, if you are successful 30% of the time, you are a great player. But what you're doing is you're going to say, oh, here's a mediocre player at best, literally a league average baseball player for his entire life, and you're going to change his timing and expect him to be successful. Just let him swing. Choi Jae-hoon now will step in, hit by a pitch in his last at-bat, and strokes that one into the gap as it drops down. Cheon Sung is rounding. An Chi-hong slides into third, and Hanwha's got another one. That's what happens when you just let them swing the bats. Just let them swing it. Quit with the stupid kids games. Nice, beautiful slide there by An Chi-hong as he catches the heel on his cleats. As Choi Jae-hoon has not had an RBI for 33 days, but he changes that today And that's going to bring up John Jin Hyuk, who is already 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Go Young Pyo already sitting at 93 pitches. Have to imagine that's another person gets on base and he's done. Fouls that one off, 0-1. So John Jin Hyuk could easily give themselves another run here with a ball into the outfield. Obviously, a single or a run will. That's going to be a slow grounder, 4-6-3. And Hanwha strands another one, but they get a run on the homer and another one on the Jae-Hoon RBI single. And Hanwha's got 11 hits on the day and 7 runs. And that should be it for Go Young Pyo as he throws 95 pitches. That inning only threw 12 pitches, his lowest of the day, but gave up 2 runs. So that for him will be 95 pitches, 65 for strikes, 11 hits, 2 homers, the solo shot to Peraza and the solo shot to Noshiwan. 1 free pass, but came with a hit by pitch. 4 strikeouts, 7 runs, 4 of them earned. As that error on the third baseman is really coming back to haunt him. And we shall say we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Hanwha with a solid 7-3 lead. Jang Sung-woo will lead things off. He singled in his first at-bat, flew out to right in his second. One for 2 on the day. Ryun Jin back out there. 79 pitches so far through his first 4 innings. 29 pitches in the last inning, but again, we had another long inning here. The last time he had to come back out after a long inning, he had his only 1-2-3 inning. So hopefully he can get another 1-2-3 inning here. And starts the first pitch off with a ball. And that's also inside a 2. And that one gets in there for a strike. 2-1. Alright, so that one is fouled back and out of play, and it stays 2-2. And he steps off the mound, re-rosins the old hand up, gives the old blow, and resets himself. The 2-2 pitch coming up. And another foul out of play. 5 pitches so far to this first batter as the pitch count starts to creep up. This will be pitch number 85. And he can throw 100 pitches, not a big deal. The biggest thing is the heats, really. It's 30 at game time. It was 32 degrees. That's without the humidity, as that misses inside. He thought he had it, but another full count. This is the third full count Ryu Hyunjin has actually had to throw against. First one was a pop-up that almost ended up in an error, but the shortstop made a diving catch, and then the second one was an error on the second baseman. That one, though, is going to be a strikeouts. Number 3 on the day for Ryu Hyunjin. That's what you want on your 3-2 pitches every single time. Unless you're pitching against Hanwha, then you want false. Alright, third strikeout of the day for Ryu Hyunjin, and that's going to bring up OJL. OJL rips that one right back at the screen. OJL 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an RBI back in the first, and then a looked like he was working on his backwards dive on the strikeout looking in his last at bat, and he does it again. This one doesn't quite come back around, and it's 1-1. OJL is diving back out of the way on that curveball from Ryu Hyunjin, and that one comes in, but it's a low 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch to OJL. Pitch number 90 on the day for Ryu Hyunjin. And that one misses upstairs, 3-1. Alright, here comes the 3-1 pitch to the KT cleanup hitter. And that's outside, ball 4. The first walk he's given up all day, and it's probably my fault since I said something about it at the top of the inning. All right, Kim Song-soo singled in his first at-bats and then popped up to the shortstop, but his day has been full of defensive highlights, and looks it's ball 1 on the outside, as Ryu Hyunjin seems to be struggling to find the strike zone here. And that's ripped into left field, and another single, and runners now on first and second with 1 out. Kim Min-hyuk will step in. He grounded into that very, very big double play back in the first inning with the bases loaded, and then singled in his last at-bats, which was last inning, and then came around to score against all right. So Kim Min-hyuk 1 for 2, singled in his last at bats as Ryu Hyunjin misses there again outside, 1-0. They seem to be laying off of that curveball. Now that one is lifted up into the air. OJL is going to go back and tag as John Jin-hyuk grabs it. OJL, but's not going to run, as that is out number 2 on the fly ball to center field. And 2 big spots for him and 2 big outs. All right, Bae Jung Dae now steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day, the center fielder. Struck out in his last at-bats, but singled in his first. Pitch number 96 coming up for Yu Jin is both of these starters are only going to be able to go 5 innings. Is that... Oh, wow. Just missed. Ooh. Must have missed coming out of that little box. Again, and that's going to be a single into right field. OJ is going to be stopped. And once again, they've got the bases loaded. And this time, the guy that just hit a 2-run shot in the last inning has a chance to tie the game with another homer. All right, here it comes. Another bases loaded chance for KT, this time down 4, and they've got the guy that's is the cause of 3 runs for Hanwha and 2 runs for KT. And that misses upstairs. That was pitch number 98. I have to think that this might be Ri-Hyun Jin's last batter. Wang Jae-gyun, 2 home runs against Hanwha in his career, 16 for 58. Both home runs coming this year. And that's going to be a single into left. Are they going to send him from second? They are going to send him, and he is in there, and it is now 7-5. That's a pretty good pitch. That was low. That was down around the shin, but he just goes down and gets it. They score 2 as Kim Sang-soo moves plenty well. And now you've got the number 9 hitter coming in, Shim Yoo-jin, who singled in 1 at-bats. Looks at strike 1. 0-1. That was pitch number 100 for Yu Jin. 364 on the season for Shin Yoo-jin. And that is ripped into the netting down the third base line. Rolls it back in, and the ball boy gives himself another chase. 0-2 now on the pitch. And once again, those 3 runs from that error on the third baseman is the difference in the game. Instead of a 5-4 game here, you got a 7-5 game. Pak Sang-hwan warming up in the bullpen. He did pitch yesterday. He pitched a lot yesterday, actually. As that's going to be a chopper. Kim No-Shiwan drops it. As another error on Hanhwa. As he drops it, trying to transfer it from his glove. And that's going to bring up Rojas. Rojas, 334 on the season, 1 for 3 today with a leadoff single, and came around to score back in the first inning. Bases loaded here. Pitch number 103 for Yu Hyun-jin. Wang Jae-gyun at second is the tying run, and that is in there for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch. And a foul. But Rojas, I think he hit Che Jae-hoon on his backswing. As Che Jae-hoon fell down to the ground. They haven't shown. They've shown the replay with Cheon Sung over at the wall, but all right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is the most important pitch of the game. 105 pitches coming up for Yu Hyun-jin. Rojas, second in the league in OPS. And fouls it straight back. Rojas with 1 grand slam on the season, 5 in his KBO career. 157 homers on his KBO career, 5 of them have been for 4 runs. And here it comes, the pitch, the 0-2 pitch, in the dirts, 1-2. And this is only the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen, only the 5th inning. The choice to leave Yu Hyun-jin out there, you know, yeah. All right, the 1-2 pitch, upstairs, 2-2. Good Lord. All right, here comes pitch number 108 from Yu Hyun-jin. 2-2 counts, bases loaded, 2 outs. Hanhwa up 2. The leadoff batter on, and he chops it. Yu Hyun-jin, it bounces off at the top of his glove. An Chi-hong can't make the play, and that's 1 run is in, and ooh. 1 run comes in. I was very, very worried that a 2nd run was going to come in as they were trying to get back to the ball. Yu Hyun-jin jumps. It goes off of the edge of his glove. And then An Chi-hong tries to grab it quickly, but isn't able to make the play. He didn't need to move that fast. He could have gathered himself. But he's not able to make the play, and the ball gets away from him and rolls over. But I was very concerned about whether or not Wang Jae-gyun was going to make the trip home from the second base to tie the game. But we still have the bases loaded here. Ryu Jin, 108 pitches. 110 is the most he's thrown all season. He's thrown, this will be the 30th pitch in this inning and 29 in last inning. Kang Bae Ko 0 for 3 on the day, the only batter that hasn't batted in this inning, and looks at ball one. Again, I'm not I know why Ryu Jin is still out there, because, you know, he is who he is, but man, I am not too sure about this. All right, Kang Bae Ko, the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Ryu Jin is breathing heavy and hard as he's thrown, again, 31 pitches this inning. He's thrown 60 pitches in the last 2 innings. And Kang Bae Ko goes down to his knee. Cheon Sung grabs it and tags the bag. And Hanhwa will go to the break with the 1-run lead as he grounds out to the first baseman for the second time in a row, and they leave the bases loaded. Wow. That is an inning, ladies and gentlemen, and I will go to the break. See you in a bit. All right, Kim Min-soo will be on the mound as we will be into the bullpens at this point. So it'll be interesting here because with yesterday being a close game for the most part, Hanwha ended up using a lot of their main guys. Kang Hyung-woo will go behind the plates. So Hanwha is going to end up going with their main guys again for the second straight day, which is usually not a good thing. So Peraza will lead things off and looks at ball one. Again, what a game. I mean, KBO at its finest today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 7-6 game. We've had multiple bases loaded situations, runners are stranded, and that bounces off. Wow, that is a rough break there for Peraza, as that should have been a single up the middle, but it hit off the pitcher's mound and bounced to the shortstop. Otherwise, that was right up the middle for a single. That is rough luck for Peraza there. All right, Kim In-won now steps in. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and looks at a slow curve. And outside, 1-1. And that's low also. 2-1. Make a little change here. There we go. And that's going to be a single into rights. His second single of the day. We'll see if he stays in or if they go and do some defensive and speed replacements with Iwan Sup. Yep, that'll be it for him, as Iwan Sup will come on to run and play defense. All right, Kim Tae-yeon, swing and a miss there. All right, Kim Tae-yeon, 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a single, and a fly out to center field. As Iwan Suk is on the move. Safe. Good to see him running finally. Plenty of speed. He needs to be using it. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon, and that just catches the outside corner. 1-2. The season versus Kim Min-soo. Kim Tae-yeon has gotten out once. He's 3 for 4, hitting .750 against the current KT pitcher. Raise that average with a single here to score a run. as that one is fouled away, 1-2. So Kim Min-soo yesterday gave up 2 hits, but did not give up any runs. He's given up 1 hit so far, and that's a strikeout swing in his second of the day. Just misses that curveball. So, yesterday he threw 19 pitches, 13 for strikes, 1 strikeouts. He's got 1 strikeout already today. All right, so Noshiwan, a solo shot in his last at-bats. It looks at ball 1 way on the inside. Over a month since his last home run. But hopefully there's not another month before his next one, as he's sitting on 19 now, getting to 20 again, as he is the reigning home run champion for the KBO, as that's in there for the top of the zone, 1-1. Right, the 1-1, and that's chopped foul. And that's way outside, as he was set up in the other batter's box. Hopefully, Iwan Suk was giving him some sort of sign. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Runner on second, 2 outs in the dirt. Brings it to 3-2. Hanhwa, 7 runs, 11 hits. They've left 5 on base. 2 stolen bases today, which is great for Hanhwa. The fact that they're finally stealing some bases, that was one of the big things that apparently this manager was supposed to do, was start getting them running a little bit better. Sorry, 12 hits now, if we count the Kim In-won hits. And that's ball 4 in the dirt, and Hanhwa will have runners on first and second for Chae Sung. All right, Chae Sung will step in. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to shortstop, then popped up to the third baseman, who dropped it, allowing 1 run to score there, and then 2 runs on the next at-bats. And then singled in his last at-bats, came around to score on the Choi Jae-hoon single. 249 on the season for El Capitan, and that's first pitch swinging, lifts that one into the Hanhwa section, and foul. And that is crushed. Goodbye. See you later. 3-run shot. The ball is flying out, ladies and gentlemen. And An Jeong will look at strike one. As Hanhwa gets their 3 runs back on a 3-run shot by Chae Zong with 2 outs. And An Jeong rips that one foul also. 0-2. That was shot into the air, 115 meters on that, 34 degrees. But no doubt about it at all. As he goes into the dugout, puts those little icy thingies on, and An Jeong is down on strikes, but not before Hanhwa puts up 3 more runs in this very lovely pitcher's duel. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. 10-6. 25 runs. 3 errors. And that's what happens when you let guys pitch 2 days in a row. He gave up 2 hits again. This time, 3 runs go with it, though. And we will go into the Hanwha bullpen. Pak Sang-won will come in. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, because just like KT, Pak Sang-won pitched yesterday. And Hanhwa will try to do what no one else in the league does, and that is have guys pitch 2 days in a row and not blow the lead. And you got a 4-run lead here. I don't know why you're going with Pak Sang-won. I just don't get why you're going with the same guys. Why are the other guys in the bullpen if you're not going to use them when you have a lead like this? Pak Sang-won pitched yesterday, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, but did not give up any runs. He has pitched much better as of late. Does have a blow up every once in a while, but for the most part, they've been keeping him not pitching 2 straight days in a row for a reason. Now, what is going to happen when they have him pitch 2 straight days in a row? We're going to find out real quick. Okay. All right. Pak Sang-won. Welcome, Daniel. So, Pak Sang-won, 38 games, 37 innings, 1 win, 3 losses, 5 holds, 1 save, 7.05 ERA, 738 OPS again, so 141 whip. Walks 3 and 9 and strikes out 7 out of 9. He does have history against this team. The second catcher will lead things off. And first pitch is in there for a strike. Yeah, it's very high because he didn't really pitch that much. He again, he was the closer at the beginning of the season. He was meant to be the closer. So his ERA is pretty high, but I wouldn't say that's what his ERA is as of late. So his ERA in the second half is 3.27. It was 8.65 in the first half. But the real thing was in March and April it was 7 and then or almost 7, 6.50 or something like that. And then in May, whenever he got sent down, as that one misses inside, it was over 12 at that point. He was sent down, came back, but even though, yeah, it is good. But my concern is the 17 walks in as that one's in there for strike. He does pitch well. I mean, that's why he was the closer at one point. He's just not consistent enough to maintain that closer role. And I really think a lot of it has to do with last year. And I'll explain it after this 2-2 pitch here, as that one is fouled away. The reason I think him and Kim Bum-soo both struggle a lot this year is actually because of last year. Last year, towards the end of the season, the manager, or if that's what you want to call him, was having Kim Bum-soo and Park Sang-won pitch 1+ inning 3 to 4 days a week. They were just riding them really hard, and I think it took a toll. As that's going to be a ground ball to An Chi-hong. That does not look like An Chi-hong. That is not An Chi-hong. That is Wang Young-mook. I was like, that is definitely not the size of an An Chi-hong. So Wang Young-mook. There we go. Wang Young-mook over at seconds now. One away. OJ Hill stepping in now. And in there for a strike. And did he go? Yeah. Oh, he did not go. JJ Hoon tried to give him the help the third base coach out, or the third base umpire over there, calling the strike himself, but he didn't go for it. All right, OJ Hill, 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 2 on the inside. A beautiful pitch. So Park Sang-won, 6th inning. Lee Min-woo, 7th inning. Han Sung-hyuk, 8th inning. And then Chu Hyun-sang in the 9th inning. And Hanwha gets their 5th straight win. Swing and a miss. Goodbye, sir. Sit down. Second strikeout on the day for OJ Hill. And that's going to bring in Kim Sang-soo. Probably one of the best days for any of the players. Excellent defense, lots of defensive web gems, and that's going to be his 3rd hit of the day. Three hits, some runs scored. Absolutely amazing defense over at second base. Definitely one of the best days on for a losing team. All right, Kim Min-hyuk steps in now. He's 1 for 3, but again, that's huge ground into double play with 1 out and the bases loaded back in the first. Does have a single. It came around to score. And that misses upstairs. 1-0. So much for your 1-2-3 inning, though, Daniel. Oh, Kim Min-hyuk, 290 on the season. Two, three. As that's a chopper to the second baseman, grabs it, toss, and 3 away. And that'll end the 6th. As they leave another runner on, their 9th runner they've left on today. We will go to the 7th inning. Hanwha with a 4-run lead on an amazing pitching duel. Lee Sang-dong will come in for KT. And Jo Young-ho will make his way into left field. Why didn't that switch? Uh-oh, who did I change? Oh, I changed the catcher. Lee Sang-dong, 19 games, 19.2 innings, 1 loss, 3 holds, 686 batting average against, 937 OPS, and a 203 whip. Change that catcher name back as I changed the wrong name. Alright, I think that fixes that, and the shortstop will lead things off. Looks at strike 1. One for 3 on the day, average at 269 on the season for the Hanwha shortstop. And fouls that one out of play. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up. All right, the 1-2 pitch to the shortstop, and that's going to be lined into center field, and he will be on base for the 2nd time today. that'll be it for him. As Lee Do-yoon will come in to run. All right, and once again, I don't know what the point of this is. The bunts, and probably should have gone to seconds. As one out on the sacrifice bunt with 1 run. All right, Jang Jin-hyuk tries to bunt, but almost gets Lee Do-yoon picked off, as that'll be a strike 0-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch to and low 3-1. All right, Jang Jin-hyuk 1 for 3 on the day with a stolen base after his single. 4-6 and a 4-6-3 ground out, and that's in there for strike, running the counts full. All right, the 3-2 pitch to Jang Jin-hyuk. Chops that one to the second baseman, grabs it, throws, moves the runner over. But 3 away, or 2 away. All right, Peraza, first pitch swinging as the second baseman slips and falls, but is able to make the play. And once again, the bunt with runner on first and nobody outs gets 0 runs. Well done, Hanwha manager. Excellent job as they ran another one, and that'll be 6 on the day for Hanwha. I would rather have the runner on first with no outs and the guy that's hitting 275 move him over. That's what I would rather have. The numbers say, and again, it's not about the 8-9 batters, because the number 8 batter hits 270. So it's not like it's the old school where you got the pitcher in the 9 hole and you got the weak hitting shortstop or second baseman in the 8 hole. That's not the way the game works anymore. Yeah, I would rather have the catcher that hits 270 moving him over. I mean, he's already been hit by a pitch once today. He's been on base twice, hit by a pitch, and single with an RBI in his last at-bats. So I would rather have him swinging the bats, because even if he doesn't get a hit, you're still kind of in the same situation where you're most likely not going to score a run. The biggest thing is by bunting with runner on first and nobody outs, you actually lower your chance of scoring at all. Not only do you lower your chance of scoring more than one run, which at this point you don't really need, one run saving you from losing to a grand slam, but why are you bunting when you're up 4? Iminu on the mound now. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Baejong Dae 2 for 3 on the day. 283 on the season. 2 singles for the center fielder. And that's in the dirts. 1-1. Iminu did not pitch yesterday. So in the second half, 7 games, 6.1 innings, a .95 whip. And that one is way upstairs, 2-1. Imino, the former Kia starter who came over, part of that Hansung Hyuk Iminu, I believe. I want to say that's right. No, he came over in the Kangkyung Hak trade. As that's fouled away and making it 2-2. Hanwha with the Minu brothers, Iminu and Kim Minu. Kim Minu currently recovering from surgery. And the 2-2 pitch. That's a beautiful strikeout looking. You can't make your way back if you don't swing. As he is 2 for 2 on the day now with 2 singles and 2 Ks to take home tomorrow. All right, Wang Jae-gyun, owner of 7 RBIs in the game. And you may ask, how is that possible? And that's in there for a strike. 2-run homer. A 2 RBI single in his last at-bats, but again, the big thing is the 3-run error, as that catches the inside corner, 1-2, and he's going to pout for a little bit. And way outside. 1-2. So Yu Jin on the mound. Hanwha was able to score 7 runs. Only 4 of those were earned. But that's going to be a ground ball. The ball just drops there on Noshiwan. He's able to recover and make the play. But that ball he was set up for the backhand, and then it just didn't bounce. It just stayed low. as it looked. He thought it was going to hit off the ground or the dirt, but it just caught the edge of the grass and made it kind of just not pop back up. He was able to make the play though. And 2 away for Iminu here in the 7th inning with Hanwha with a 4-run lead. Shimu Jun steps in now, 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and an E5 in his last at-bats. Looks at the ball 1. Hanwha with 1-2-3 inning so far in this game. That's the only 1-2-3 inning of this entire game, as you can tell by the score, as that misses way upstairs, 2-0. So Ryunjin ended up with a 1-2-3 inning way back in the 3rd. That is the only 1-2-3 inning of the entire game. Kim Saw-yeon warming up. Wang Jun-saw also warming up. The righty, lefty, and the young guys. And that's in there for a strike. 2-1. So with a 4-run lead, it's good to see them going with some other guys. Again, Iminu did not pitch yesterday, so bring him in. I would have kept him to kind of close it out, as that's up high, 3-1. So I would have gone Kim Saw-yeon and Wang Jun-saw later here, but all right, the 3-1 pitch at low. Wow. And once again, not a 1-2-3 inning, as that one must have missed the little box on the way out, and they will have the second walk of the day for KT. All right, that's going to bring Rojas back up. He's 2 for 4 on the day with RBI single in his last at-bat, an RBI or a single in his first at-bat. Also reached on an error. 336 now on the season for the right fielder. And he looks like he has been playing in the dirt all day. In his career against Iminu, he's 6 for 16 with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. That's 375 for those of you that don't math at home. And the 0-1 pitch coming up. And checks over at first, slides in, nowhere even close. Rojas yesterday, 1 for 4. Today, 2 for 4. And he goes, not even going to have a throw. And that puts him in scoring position now, so a single will score a run. Didn't even try. All right, Iminu obviously going with the pitch com. Is Che Jae-hoon is covering up his little knee sign there. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Rojas. And a swing and a miss as that ball drops out of the zone. 1-2. Beautiful pitch. Cutter, apparently. I don't know what all these guys throw as far as pitches. They don't really have a lot of information. Outs for people that aren't starters, really. So, Iminu, the 1-2 pitch to Rojas with 2 outs, and he fouls that off of his leg, and it will be another 1-2 pitch. Imunu, pitch number 19 coming up. Again, KT has the second worst bullpen ERA in the league. They've already given up 3 runs from the bullpen. And that's going to be a single that's going to score 1 run. This is the game that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the game that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and Rojas will be calling out each other just because. Not sure about, is he coming out or? Nope, we're going to have a pitching change. I assume that they're going to go to Wang Jun Saw. Imanu gives up the RBI single, walks a stolen base and an RBI single, and that'll be it for him. And Hanwha will be bringing in, I'm going to guess, they're going to bring up Kim Saw-hyun to face Kang Baek-ho. Interesting decision here to go with the righty. I actually did mute it that time instead of everything breaking. I always wonder how much English the Koreans speak and how much Korean the foreigners speak. So Kim Saw-hyun, 14 games, 15 innings, 0-1-1, 1 loss, 1 hold, 180 ERA, 638 OPS, 8 walks per 9, 6 strikeouts per 9, and a 1.6 whip. He does walk a ton. He has been much, much better as of late. I'm not going to say anything else other than that. Bringing him in to get 1 out here. Again, they're going with the hard-throwing righty versus the lefty here instead of Wang Jun Saw, who is much, much better against left-handed hitters. So we'll see how this plays out. Kang Baek-ho, 298 on the season, 0 for 4. A huge ground out to end 2 innings. As that's a slider in there. I know Moon Dong-ju speaks English. I've never actually talked to him. The only current player, as that's a swing and a miss there, a change up there. The only current player that I've had really any conversation with is Kim Bom-soo, but he'll say one thing in English and then I just talk to him in Korean. It's a lot easier that way. All right, the 0-2 pitch from Kim Saw-hyun. Does he go right at him? He does, and that's a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And Kim Saw-hyun comes in, puts out the fire, and Kang Baek-ho is over 5. And we will go to the 8th inning. once again a beautiful pitcher's duel. As we've got a 10-7 game, and that is 10 runners that KT has left on base. That is a lot of runners. We'll see who comes in to pitch for KT. I have so many. So I have in this year what you guys hear, and then this year is the broadcast. So I hear the music from the actual TV broadcast, and then I hear the music that I'm playing you guys in this year. So half the time I'm singing one song, and half the time I'm singing a completely different song. All right, we are in the 8th inning here. Hanwha just needs 6 more outs, and on the mound is still Lee Sang-dong. 12 pitches already, and he's going to face Iwan Suk to lead things off here in the 8th. And a swing and a miss as that drops out. .255 on the season for the young outfielder for Hanwha, as he checks swings and would have been a strike anyway. Yeah, I'll have to record that and see if I can play it without a copyright problem, as that's in the dirt. I have to go through the old search history of my comments here and my reply to your comments to find it. And that's a swing and a miss. I'm actually surprised that he's still playing. He's still at the first team. I think there's a couple reasons for it, as Kim Tae-yeon now steps in. One, I think, is that just like the shortstop, the manager brought him up right when he came up, so he's like, "Oh, this is my player," and isn't willing to let him go down. He is a good defensive replacement. He can play all 3 outfield positions, and he can play all 3 outfield positions well. He does have plenty of speed, but offensively, he's not much of a threat, except for the occasional single or double. All right, Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 4 on the day with a single, 2 strikeouts, 0-2 pitch, and he went around. What a call by the first base umpire. Oh! Yeah. I definitely think that they're gonna allow video replays of the check swings starting next year. The first and third base umpires have been atrocious this year. Like, so many games have been changed courtesy of those guys. It really seems like they're asleep half the time because they don't have to. Yeah, the excitedness of the call was. I mean, it's not as good as the air guitar behind home plate from yesterday, but you know, as that's a check swing foul there, 1-1. And that's a beautiful strike on the outside corner. Noshiwan does have a home run. That's the only hit he's got on the day. 1 for 3. Walked in his last at bat. Came around on the Cheon Song 3-run shot, which is currently the difference in the game. And that's going to be chopped to the third baseman. Throw in time. 1, 2, 3. That's the first 1, 2, 3 inning of KT's game. And just the second of the day. And I will be right back for the bottom of the 8th. Alright, I'm back. Should be coming back here. So hot, I got just drinking like a fish. I don't know, would you fish drink water? Alrighty. Kim So-yeon still out there. And I have a pinch hitter here. Moon Sang-chol. And Kim So-yeon gets him to pop up, and that's 0-2. And 1 away on the 6-3 putouts. All right, OJ Hill now steps in. A swing and a miss. 1 hit, strikeout. 1 walk, strikeout. what's going to happen now? 233 on the season. And that's a swing and a miss there. As Kim So-hyun has got it working today. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to OJ from Kim So-hyun. Way outside. He was trying to break the land speed record on that pitch. Luckily that JJ Hoon was even able to make that catch. All right, once again, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And just gets a piece of that and fouls it away. Kim So-hyun has a very deliberate and slow delivery from the stretch, only from the stretch, as he was drafted first overall by Hanhwa. They thought he was going to be a starter, but he really has not been able to, command his pitches well enough to be a starter, and two, he's more beneficial or better suited for the bullpen at this point until he can build up strength and also learn to control his fastball. But from the windup, he's super slow, deliberate, multiple clutches of the ball as he's getting ready to deliver it, as OJO fouls another one off. That misses outside at 2-2. So the last three pitchers, or last three, is that swing and a miss on another one. That's 2 strikeouts on him. Moon Dong-ju taken in the first round, first pick, and then you have Kim So-hyun taken in the first round in the first pick, and then you have Wang Jun-seo taken in the first round of the first pick. So in 2022, Moon Dong-ju was taken at the first pick. 2023, Kim So-hyun was taken in the first pick, and then last year, Wang Jun-seo was taken in the first round with the first pick. So the last 3 years has been first round pick from Hanwha with a pitcher. Last year was a little rough as far as the quality, as here comes the 1-1 pitch way outside. Because the top 2 pitchers, the top 2 guys, decided, you know, I don't want to play in the KBO. I'm just going to go straight to the MLB, and they were both taken by the Dodgers, and the Red Sox signed contracts there, as that's going to be lifted into rights. Kim Tae-hyun under its 3 away, and another 1-2-3 inning. The second 1-2-3 inning, and the second time that the 3-4-5 hitters have gone 1-2-3 on the day, as Kim So-hyun has pitched beautifully out of the bullpen, and we will go to the 9th inning. Hanwha up 10-7. Da, 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 da. Elsewhere around the league, Lotte is up big 10-5 against SSG. NC up 9, wins 9-0 against Kium. LG is up 11-5 against Samsung. So this game is 10-7, and it is the second closest game in the league. Sorry, it is the closest game in the league. As the Doosan and Kia game is, I hope you're sitting down for this, ladies and gentlemen. They are on the top of the sixth. It's 25-3. 25-3. Doosan has 25 runs. They scored 11 so far in the sixth inning. They scored 7 in the third inning. They scored 5 in the fifth inning. They have 25 runs on 21 hits. They have 13 walks. Ridiculous. All right, Sungjae Hun will come in. 24 games, 27 innings, 1 hold, 6.33 ERA, 8.69 OPS, and a 170 WHIP. And he'll face Chae Sung. Alright, and that's chopped foul, 0-2. I'm sure there's some changes because Moon Sang Chol is not a catcher. But I don't know what they are because they haven't told me. I assume that it's Kang Baek Ho back behind as catcher, and they just give up the pitcher slot or the DH spots. Yeah, so Kang Baek Ho is now catching. Moon Sang Chol is at first. That means Oh-jae-il is out. And the pitcher is now in the first baseman's slots in the order. And that's going to be a ground ball through the middle as Chae Sung rounds first. But he'll head back a little bit and decide that he's just going to hang out on first. His third hit of the day, 4th time he has been on base. All right, I'm waiting, Nick. You're so late, man. You're too late. All right, are we gonna get another bunt here? And yeah. Again, I don't mind this bunts. You're trying to score 1 run. It improves your chance of scoring 1 run. To make it a, like, I don't like that. That's the thing, is I don't like that. I don't like the pullback all the time. Yes, it worked. Yeah, it's just so many like stupid little league child games. First baseman, that's not a first baseman, by the way. First baseman would have made that play. More games. right. As we will have the shortstop will come out. The left fielder or right fielder will come out. All right, J.J. Hoon, you had him bunt last time. Why not have him bunt here? As he strike one. I think they should just have him fake bunts every single time. No runners on, fake bunts. KT's pretty much given up here at this point. As he fouls, that's one out of play. And it's 0-2. Pretty much pulled everybody out. They have their pitcher batting in the cleanup spots. Kim Sung-soo is out, and that's gonna bring up Kang Bae-ko with a nice block behind the plate, and that's gonna make it 2-2. And I'm trying to get all of these changes. Yoon Jun Hyuk is now at short. And fouls. That's one off. Alright, I think everything's all changed and correct now. And the 2-2 pitch to J.J. Hoon. Bases loaded, nobody out, and foul. Hanwha heard that this is the closest game, and they decided that they needed to score some more runs so that they didn't win by the least amount. And that's ball 3. And the count is now full. Bases loaded, full count. When was the last time we had a run by a walk? It's about time to have the RBI walk. It's been a minute. And nope, that'll be an RBI, at least a double. He's got wheels, ladies and gentlemen. He's got wheels. That's 1 run in, 2 runs in, 3 runs in, and the 3-run RBI double from the Hanwha backstop, and that's why you have him swing the bat instead of bunting, because he is an RBI machine. That's why you have the guy swing the bat. All right, Hanwha's up 6 now. They have the biggest lead in the week, and apparently there's a commercial. Maybe a pitching change. I assume. Yep. All right. Pak Se-jin will come in, as I have to change him twice because he's now the number 4 hitter. Pak Se-jin. Change him here. Look at that 8th inning there, and the 2nd inning and the 8th inning, the only innings without any runs scored today. All right, we've got a runner on second, lots of speed at second base. Pak Se-jin will step in. 5 games, 4.1 innings, 564 OPS, a 1.15 WHIP. And nobody scored against him yet. Hanhwa will attempt to change that. As here we go. Well, Moon Hyun Bin, and he's gonna little floater. And that's one away as he lines out to the shortstop. That's going to flip the lineup over. And Peraza, big swing there. He was looking for a home run. Might have pulled a muscle swinging. Umpire's asking him, "Are you all right?" The umpire gives him a pat on the back. What is that? What is the umpire? The new trainer? What the hell is that? Umpire pats Peraza on the back after asking him if he's okay. A swing and a miss, and that's 0-2. What is that? Umpire is asking the batter if he's okay after he swings and misses, not the trainer. All right, here comes not the 0-2 pitch because they want to check the signs again as he looks at the bill of his hat trying to think about what each pitch he has is. As Peraza fouls that one out of play. Once again, we'll resets. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Peraza, way outside 1-2. Peraza 351 with runners in the scoring position on the season, 26 hits, 2 for 5 on the day. And that just catches the very top of the zone. He might be upset about that if he wasn't. If they weren't up by 6 runs. You couldn't just touch enough. As Iwan Suk steps in, looks at ball 1. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the 8th inning as he chops that one foul, and it's 0-2. We are almost at 4 hours now, and that's just catches the top. Oh. All right. 1-2 pitch coming up to Iwan SOOP. And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Hanbeko with a nice stat there. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch to Iwan SOOP. And he tries to frame it, but that was way outside. And there's also the ABS system, which makes framing a pitch pretty much useless. But we've got a full count here to Iwan SOOP. Second full count of this inning. And that's going to be ball 4. Alright, Kim Tae-yeon will step in. I'm going to imagine that Lee Sang-hyuk will pinch hit here. Maybe? Nope, Kim Tae-yeon will still stay in, as that's at the bottom of the zone for a strike. And Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 5 with a single and 3 strikeouts, hoping to avoid the old golden sombrero as that catches the outside, and he is just frustrated at this point as everything is catching the corners and the tops and the bottoms of the zone. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's foul. Stays 0-2. Oh, definitely. Did they take him out yet? No. 4 for 5, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 2 walks. And Kim Tae-yeon lifts that one. $26-3 now. Jesus. All right, the 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. $26-3. And they still got runners on first and second. Do they have position players pitching yet? As that's way outside at 2-2. And he lifts that one into right, going back, off the top of the wall, and 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are in, and another 2-run. As 15-7 now. And like I said, the KT bullpen is the 2nd worst bullpen in the league. Alright, that brings Noshiwan up to the plate. And that's going to be a double into the gap. Nope, just going to be a single is a good cutoff there, but that's going to score another run. And it is 16-7 as Hanhwa bats around in the 9th inning, scoring 6 so far. Yeah, Keelam's the worst. right, well, what do we got left? Chan Sung now. He's already singled once in this inning. And that's in the dirts. No Shiwan does not go, as he probably shouldn't since they're up by 9 runs. Hanwha fan, oh, they already got 30. They just got 30 runs. It is 30-3 right now in the 7th inning. As that's fouled straight back. Hanwha has to be thinking, wow, we scored 16 runs today, and little do they know they are barely halfway to Doosan's total. And that's going to be a 6 air. All right, that's gonna bring up Wong Young Mook. Nick, I'm waiting for you. And that's in there, first strike. Yeah, Dave. You actually did. I think we had 2 sacrifice bunts, a bunch of fake bunts, slash them. But they scored 6 runs here in the top of the 9th, as that's gonna be in the diving. No, he's not able to catch it. And another run will score. Diving catch, isn't able to catch it, and that'll be great diving catch, but not able to hold on to it as it just squirts out of the glove. And we still are going. And who's up now? Ito Yoon is up. He singled once in this inning and looks at ball 1 on the outside. 264 on the season. And that misses up high, 2-0. And that's ball 3. And that's in there. That's right. Pitch number 32 coming up for Park Se-jin. Again, Park Se-jin did not start this inning, and he's already throwing 32 pitches. That's going to be a bloop, and that's going to fall down. Cheon-sung comes home safe. Now it's just getting ridiculous. Now it's just getting ridiculous. Nice slide by Cheon-sung. Hanhwa with 8 runs this inning. Lee Do-yoon and Wang Young-mook with 2 singles in this inning. Che Jae-hoon will now step in and looks at ball 1. You think they'll bring in the closer? And that's up high, 2-0. Yeah, I'm wondering how long it's going to take before he walks somebody, considering this is the 35th pitch he's thrown in this inning. I can't believe. And that's in there for a strike. Eight runs this inning is the second most anybody's scored today. And that's up high. Ball 3. Jae Jae-hoon with the big 3 RBI double, the bases clearing double when they brought in this pitcher. And the 3-1 pitch fouled straight back in another full count. Last time he had a full count was earlier this inning, where he hit the double up against the wall. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Did he go? No, and there's the walk I've been waiting for. And we've got the bases loaded, and I imagine that we are going to have a pitching change. Or are we going to have just a Jang Ji-soo issue here? We're just going to have a Jang Ji-soo issue here where the KT manager just leaves him out there to die. And Moon Hyun-bin lined out into just shorts in his first at-bats and looks at ball 1. Only 2 people have not reached base this inning, Moon Hyun-bin being one of them, Peraza being the other. Moon Hyun-bin 0 for 1 on the day. And fouls that one straight back into the netting, 1-1. All right, Moon Hyun-bin, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on that slider. Does KT have anybody left on their bench? No, their bench is completely empty. And I fouls that one away. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Moon Hyun-bin. And he bloops that. Nope. As the left fielder loses it in the lights, but is able to make the catch. And that will end the 9th. Hanwha leaves 3 more guys on base. They leave the bases loaded. 9 runners on base. It wasn't from lack of good hitting, as he definitely lined out both times. 22 hits. Can they hold this lead? Hanwha does have their closer still in the bullpen. So Moon Hyun-bin unfortunately makes 2 outs in that inning. 1 from a liner to short and 1 from a liner to left. All right. The best part is if KT does happen to make a comeback here, they've got to do it with the pitcher hitting. Ah, but he reached on an error, Nick. No, wait, no. Sorry. No. But he had a stolen base. All right, on the mound now, Jo Dong-wook. 14 games, 29.2 innings, 1 win, 1 loss, 5.76 ERA. And who's he gonna face first? So Lee Do-yoon is at third. Moon Hyun-bin is at second. I'm not going to change all of these. There's 1 out here. Can I? All right, Bae Jung-dae now steps in, 2 for 4 on the day, and that's outside, ball 1. All right. And that's in there for strike 1 and 1. Yeah, I'm not changing all that. Sorry, guys. I'll change this, but that's it. As that's lifted into center field, Lee Sang-hyuk under it, 2 away. For one team, it's got to be 30. Because what was the game earlier this year that was Kia and Lotte? Or Kia and Lotte that went back and forth, back and forth. (15-15), that's nothing. Hanwha has scored 16 in one inning before. That's the record for an inning, I know that. As the 1-1 pitch to Wang Jae-gyun. I'm gonna guess that this is the record for most runs scored in an inning, in a day for the KBO. And 2-2. And that's going to be a chopper. Jo Dong-wook will toss it to first, and Hanwha gets the win on a nail biter of a pitching duel. And 18-7 as Ri Hyun-jin picks up his 6th win. 6. All right. Player of the game. Whew. We'll figure that out in just a sec. So Hanwha gets the win. Yeah. Hanwha gets the win. As far as player of the game, I mean, oh my lord. Gotta think maybe Chae In-sung. Sung with that big E5 that allowed runs to score, a single, a 3-run homer, a single, another error. He reached on an error twice today. But Wang Young Mook, I mean, he was 2 for 2. He's the only guy that didn't make an out. Well, I guess Ito Yoon was also 2 for 2. Che Jae-hoon on base 4 times with a hit by pitch, a walk, a bases clearing double, RBI single. I got to give it to the brick wall behind home plate, as he accounted for a lot of the runs for Hanwha. So yeah, I mean, imagine going. And he had a sacrifice bunt, and we weight sacrifice bunts way more than anything else, obviously. But anyway, I mean, I don't know how to talk about this game. Pitching was not good, as you could tell by a lot of round numbers. 2 innings did not have runs scored in the 2nd and the 8th. Hanwha had 3 innings. 2 of them were the 8th and the 9th. So, yeah, they, KT stranded 10 guys on base. Hanwha left 9 on base. KT just did not get it done when they needed to. They weren't able to string hits together. Hanwha was finally able to hit some home runs. They hit 3 home runs today. Solo shot from Peraza to put them on the board in the 1st, and then a solo shot from No Shiwan, and then the 3-run shot by Cheon Song. Yeah, but Hanwha gets their 5th straight win against KT, who again had the best record in July coming into this series. Don't know where they're at now. As far as elsewhere in the KBO, the best part is I just looked at this. So Hanwha wins 18-7, and I made a point about at the point when it was 10-7 how it was 10-7 at the point, and they had the smallest winning difference at the point at that time. So they ended up going and scoring 8 more, so that they could prove me wrong. But the Lotte game was 10-5 at the time. It is now 10-10 in the bottom of the 10th, or bottom of the 9th, as SSG scores 5 in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game. Then you have NC, who wins 9-0 against Kium. Doosan's up 30-3 against Kia, the number 1 team in the league. And then LG wins 11-5 against Samsung. I don't know, but I really wish and not only do they come back from 10-5, down 5, scored 5. They now have a runner on seconds with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. 30-3 in the bottom of the 8th in Gwangju, as just absolutely ridiculous in the KBO today. I don't even know what to start. I'm glad I'm not running a one of these whatever you call them, the highlights and baseball video TV shows today, because they definitely do not have enough time to talk about all this stuff. It is ridiculous today. But Hanwha gets the win. That's their 5th straight win. Basically, they should have never changed their uniform colors from red to orange. And the color gods are showing this by letting them see what happens when they don't have orange uniforms. So That's what it all is. As the 5-game winning streak will head to the month of August. And yeah, Hanwha wins. Thank you guys for tuning in to the chaos that was this game. I will be back tomorrow for another game. I keep forgetting that it's Wednesday. I'm on vacation, so I keep thinking it was Saturday, and tomorrow's. But tomorrow, game 3, Thursday, they'll have Moon Dong-ju on the mound, and I believe, let me go back and check real quick. I can never remember his, Sung-baek, I think is his name. Sung-baek on the mounds for KT. Obviously, this game is going to be on the minds of the KT fans. It really wasn't a good game defensively or from a pitching standpoint, except for the Hanwha bullpen pitched well again today. Errors everywhere. But anyway, Hanwha gets the win. They're 5th in a row. That keeps them in 8th place for the time being. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:30. Thank you guys. Until next time.